So today, what we're going to be doing in class is basically finishing up from where we were yesterday. Yesterday, we did the tribal regions map activity, and then we did the research for your tribe for their journal entry. You did the research portion of that yesterday. I know that some of you guys weren't able to finish it, but if you didn't finish it, that's the very first thing that you'll do is finish that research. And then you're going to be writing the journal entry. So keep in mind when you write the journal entry, you're going to be writing as if you were a member of that tribe pre-contact. Okay, so before Europeans were even around. So all the traditions and the ceremonies and daily roles, like the women's roles and children's roles and things that you could be whatever age you want in your journal entry. You just have to make sure, to make it clear when you talk about the women's, men's, or children's roles. So basically, you're going to be using information that you found during your research into your journal entry as if you're talking about things like you could phrase it like last week we did this and we had to prepare for that, and we've just been after that event we've been doing this, and tomorrow I'm really excited because we get to go and do this, and kind of just talking about what's going on in your life, this fictional life that you would have. So yeah, that's what you're gonna do is write the journal entry. You're gonna write that. You guys online can either write that on the same journal entry assignment that you were doing your research on. You can just do it at the bottom. Or you can turn it in, as is, the Kami assignment, turn it in as is, and then add a comment to your assignment and then put it in that way. I realized later that I don't really have a lot of room for the journal entry at the bottom, but you can add it wherever you feel like you can. If you feel like you can't add it anywhere on that journal entry assignment or on the comments, how like when you turn it in and you submit it, you can go to that submission, you can click on the assignment and grades, and you can go to the comments and add a comment. So you can do that and type it in there. Or if you would rather, you can also inbox, send it through a message. So because I didn't provide a lot of room for your writing. So you can type either of those places or just write it on a paper and turn it in. I know you do pretty good turning things in online. I think, Kylinda, when you watch this, I know you like to write. So if you'd rather write it and then bring it into the school, that's perfectly fine. So, okay, so that's what you're going to do. And then just showing you. Okay, so the next thing, after you finish the journal entry, this is the last assignment that you'll do today. So today you're supposed to be writing the journal entry, then you do this part. This is the clothing or legend assignment. So what you do is you're going to choose which one. You can do both of them if you want extra credit, but the assignment is to do just one of them. Okay, so option 1 is to do the clothing. So you can draw a person from the tribe with the traditional clothing accessories. You could choose to either print it out, find a picture and print it out, or upload it here. Or you can print it and bring it to me, but it'd probably be easier for you guys online just to save it to your computer and upload it to this assignment, the picture. But also you need to as well write what they use to make the material for the clothing or the accessories that you have in your picture. Okay, so you're drawing it or printing it out. So that's option 1. Actually, I'll talk about this like option 2 is to go through stories and legends from that tribe, not the creation story, because we'll do that next week. But just a regular story or legend, you're going to summarize it. So basically the story is about this happened, then this happened, then this and this and this, just a brief summary. And then you're going to write just, 1 to 2 sentences at the bottom, your reaction to the story. So what did you think of it? How is it different from stories you've heard before? So that is option 2. So you can either do the clothing or the legend. Again, you can do both if you want extra credit, but that's only if you want the extra credit. So yeah, and then both of these assignments, both of these different options, it's designed to not take more than 10 minutes max. Okay, if you're spending more than 10 minutes, then you need to email me and figure out what's going on, because this isn't something that's designed to take that long. This one is going to be the longest only because you get to read a story, and it takes longer to read a story than to look up clothing online. So that's why this one is quicker to do that. So Princess and Dahlia, you guys just joined us. This is the last assignment. I'll tell you in a minute what the first things I want you guys to do are, but this is the last assignment that we're doing today, is the clothing or legend. You pick one of the options. You can do both if you want extra credit, but if you only want to do one, then that's fine. Okay, so you either draw or print out a picture of traditional clothing or accessories from your tribe, and then write a little thing at the bottom what they use to make the material or the materials for the clothing or accessories. And option 2 was to find a story or legend that you like from their tribe. This is internet research here. Both of these are not the creation story. And then summarize the story. And then at the bottom, you'll put a response, like, what did you think about the story? So again, you choose one of the options. If you want to do both, you can, and you'll get extra credit. So the last thing, this is going to be basically homework, is to do the food. So you see homework right here, food or game instructions. So again, you'll have 2 options. You can get extra credit if you do both. So option A is to find and write down playing instructions for a traditional game that your tribe has. And option B is to find and write down the recipe for a traditional food recipe. If you make the food and bring it next week, you can get extra credit. Even though you guys are online, if you still bring it in, you still can get that extra credit. So there's 2 options here for extra credit. You get extra credit if you do both, and you get extra credit if you make the food and bring it into the school. So yeah, that's your homework right there. So all of this stuff is due next Sunday, yeah, for you guys. But honestly, if it's any of the first few days next week, it'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, that is what you're doing. Dawi and Princess, before I get into the first things you need to do, Summer, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so Summer, stay on Zoom so that if you do have any questions, you can come back on, and I'll stay on Zoom for the rest of class. And go ahead and get started. Finish out that journal entry assignment, and then do the clothing or legend, and then the food or game will be your homework. So you're free to go for you.